its athletic department extends to each of you a cordial welcome. Chardon High School and Geneva High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by the rules and regulations as set forth by the association. These rules are designed to maintain high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. These are high school athletes who are playing here tonight. They are friendly rivals as members of opposing teams. This is the theme of interscholastic athletics, the idea of friendly competition. The officials assigned to this game have been selected according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tonight's officials are Martin Rudin, Pamela Smerdell, line judges Ed Rakich and Randy Puckrin. Their integrity and experience qualify them for their important part in this friendly interscholastic volleyball game. An attitude of good sportsmanship should be reflected by all spectators. And now, please rise for the playing of our national anthem. And now let's meet the lineups for each team. First, for our visitors from Geneva High School. Number 3, Kim Brumigan. Number 21, Megan Kuhl. Number 12, Carrie Getz. Number 7, Rachel Harrington. Number 11, Lexi Hassett. Number 23, Sarah Junker. Number 9, Madeline Miller-Schaaf. Number 28, Angeline Seams. Number 19, Taylor Stoltz. Number 8, Megan Adams. Number 10, Emily Corlew. Number 14, Tia Gargala. Number 4, Lexi Huraga. The Eagles are coached by Anna Hasler and Brian Belkonis. And now for your Chardon Hilltoppers. Number 5, a sophomore, Molly Clark. Number 7, a senior, Morgan Jennings. Number 9, senior, Hannah Volk. Number 10, senior, Maddie Lippert. Number 12, senior, Jessica Zabigan. Number 13, senior, Jillian Cremines. Number 15, junior, Jackie Hunter. Number 17, senior Katie Kalis. Number 19, sophomore Mary Sweet. Number 21, sophomore Jenna Gabanik. Number 22, junior Natalie Bukovic. Number 23, senior Dana Douglas. Number 27, senior Jessica Koynak. And number 30, senior Morgan Trofe. The Hilltoppers are coached by Bobby McCoy, assisted by Diane Bukovic, Lizzie Golias, and Allison Fisher.
And so we're back, and it's time for the varsity contest, and there could not be a bigger start to the season for this Chardon Hilltopper varsity squad. Jamie Ward, Matt Jaworski, back here with you, the Hilltoppers, who many consider the favorites to win the Premier Athletic Conference this season, will take on the defending champions. Matt, if you're going to win the conference and your first test is against the Kings from last year, that's one way to start things off.
It is the only way to start things off, Jamie. And if you're going to beat the Kings, why not do it from the get-go? Here
at home, you see the Hilltoppers on the left side of your screen wearing the home black uniforms, and there to the right are the Geneva Eagles. They come in 2-0, but it's been a very early season. Geneva hasn't even started school yet, but they have beaten Laurel and Wycliffe. The Hilltoppers winners over Orange, but now this is where it counts. Some Chardon crazies here today as we begin. And the first set goes to Hannah Volk for the Hilltoppers.
Now Eagles added a quick first point.
Off of the net, Zabigan in the air. There's Jennings, and Cremines gets it over. Jackie Hunter is the junior. Cremines through the block, and there is Chardon's first point. This is what the starting lineup looks like for Chardon. They are already making some changes, but it was Morgan Jennings, Hannah Volk, Jessica Zabigan, Jillian Cremines, Jackie Hunter, and Dana Douglas on the floor. Checking in, that is Katie Kalis, number 17. So lots of seniors, 9 on this Chardon team. And Molly Clark, who is a sophomore, served there for Chardon. Clark now the setter. Douglas in the middle.
Douglas reared back and then eased up a little bit and found a nice opening.
Prior to the game, it was Douglas who was asked to turn the pregame music on. Coach McCoy said, more than that, turn it up. And that is the type of intensity he expects from his team tonight. Clark sends it long, ties the game at 2. On the other side, it's Rachel Harrington, the libero, to serve for Geneva. Cremines to Douglas, miscommunication. There's Hunter, who is the Chardon libero, wearing that red jersey. There's a mishit by Geneva's Angeline Seams.
Now she's asking for the towel, wipe her hands off. And I can't blame her. It is hot, it is sticky, it is humid. It's like a sauna in here.
There will be no shortage of perspiration out on the floor or in the stands. Cremines, great serve and ace. This is a deep Chardon team, and so we'll see lots of substitutions. That could play to their advantage.
Well, certainly in a day like today where it is unbelievably warm, you want to keep fresh players in.
There's the setter, back set. Megan Cool is blocked. Another block. That's Kalis and Douglas at the net.
The front line players coming up big for Chardon on that point.
5-2, Hilltoppers on top. And that is long. Jenna Gabancic, another sophomore in the game for Chardon. And now serving for Geneva is Emily Corlew. Cremines to Clark to Douglas.
I hate to be on the receiving end of a Douglas spike.
Best get out of the way if you're Emily Corlew. It hit her in her left shoulder. She had no time to react. 6-3 Hilltoppers. Good pass. And a nice job on the finish. That was Carrie Getz, number 12.
Well, Getz saw Chardon was bringing a lot of their girls up toward the net and left the backside wide open. Nothing Douglas could do.
Cremines again. Clark, tough pass, tough set, an unforced error. Eagles are coached by Anna Hazler. She is in her 14th season, she thinks. She didn't know. 14 seemed to be good, though. It's been a long time. She's a great coach. McCoy knows her well. Both are teachers within the Geneva School District. Coynot keeps it alive. Cool. Hunter digs it out. Kalis through the block. And back for Chardon, Morgan Jennings. She'll serve. Back row, and wow. Almost looked like a miss hit by Getz, but perfectly placed again.
Now Jennings tried to dive in there, but nothing she could do.
7-6, Chardon on top. Coynot, nice job. Cool with a good pass. And there is an illegal set by Corlew. If this game is anything like the JV game, Matt, we are going to go back and forth. And that went to a best of 3. Here at the varsity level, it's best of 5. So we could be here for a while. Cool back row attack. That is an athletic play.
Jamie, back and forth is the kind of game you'd expect when you have these two types of powers playing.
Madeline Miller-Schaaf checks in for Geneva. And now serving is Seams. Hunter with the pass. Here's Jennings. And Cremines, but Cool digs it out. Could not get a very good pass, though, because she was defending herself from that kill. 9-7 Chardon. Through the block. That is Sarah Junker. Matt, we have seen Sarah Junker here on GTV throughout her career. We've seen her on the basketball court as well. Very athletic young woman. Hilltoppers, 1-point lead. Douglas.
Just rears back and puts it away.
Makes it 10-8. Hannah Volk checks out, as does Jennings. Kalis back, as is Clark, the sophomore.
You know, Jamie, what's interesting is anytime Geneva has a chance, they're getting the towels out there to wipe off their hands. Chardon doing that.
Clark, good serve. Cool in the air. There's the set, and the attack is not a good one. 11 points for Chardon. That was a laser, and it was just long.
And by about a foot. If that serve if she can get that serve in, Jamie, look out.
9 points. They're serving. It's Harrington. Cremines in the air. Clark. Here comes Hunter. And she goes long.
Now she looks at her coach and teammates, says, my bad, and just walks back, shakes it off. She's a veteran. She knows what she's doing.
Jackie Hunter is a junior. She is a veteran. She's been playing for, this will be her 3rd year on the varsity team. That error by Chardon makes it 11-11. So, some momentum for the Eagles. Hunter, pass to Clark, not a good one, but she saves it. Cremines comes in, the block is right there.
No, good to see Hunter and Clark. Okay, looked like they collided a little bit. Both players get up quickly.
Another good serve. Cremines to Clark. Sets, and nothing Kalis could really do there. It's a roof for Geneva. They're on a run. Coach McCoy needs to, no, thought he was going to use a timeout, but he's going to bring on a sub instead. It is Gabanik. Nothing Chardon could do there.
Now it's just the bounce off the net. We saw Chardon getting those bounces in the JV contest, and Geneva just got one right back in the varsity.
Into the net. You know, Matt, even though this is a best of 5, there is no doubt that the first set is the most important.
Absolutely. You want to come out and you want to be the one to have that point on the board.
Cremines to serve. Gabanik. Nice job by Geneva, though, recovering. The dink. Hunter in the air.
Nice save by Hunter.
Douglas. And there's Hunter behind her. Gabanik. It was tipped. Oh, and look at that.
Four hits.
4 hits is the call by the referee.
Took them a long time to make that call, by the way, Jamie.
That was Pam Smerdell. I didn't think it was 4 hits. Now, a tip does not count as a hit. Really not a ton of arguing, though, from Coach Hazler. So, point goes to Chardon. They trail 14-13, but they are serving. Good block. Match tied at 14.
Eagles make a couple mistakes, Jamie. They open up the door for Chardon. That's what you want to do at this stage of the game. Take advantage of those mistakes that your opponent creates.
Very difficult hit by Geneva, and it goes long. Chardon has retaken the lead. Coach Bobby McCoy, you see him there at the bottom of your screen. 6th season, he is full of intensity at all times.
He wants to win.
Still plays volleyball competitively himself. He's played with Coach Hazler. He knows this Geneva community very well. Nice kill down the line by Megan Kuhl. Tied at 15, but Coach McCoy, he is the Geneva girls track coach. It is a job he's very passionate about. It's his 7th season overall with this Chardon program, but remember, he was the JV coach under Hazler before he came to Chardon. Douglas into the net.
Just wasn't set up high enough for her to hit over.
There's also a lot of speculation within the athletic community that this will be Coach McCoy's last season at Chardon, both because of his commitments to Geneva and because he views this senior class as the class. This was the class he was not going to step down without giving this group of seniors a run. They trail right now 17-15. We have a timeout, and of course, we couldn't do this without our funding communities.
Absolutely, Jamie. We need to thank our funding communities, including those not funding this broadcast, for their year-round support. Our funding communities include Munson Township, Middlefield Village, Hamden Township, the City of Chardon, Chardon Township, and Burton Village. As always, we really appreciate your support on GTV.
17-15. Still lots of time. Emily Corlew is going to serve, number 10. There you see her dribbling the ball 3, 4, 5 times. Substitution being made. Hunter passes it to Clark. Gabanik, nice job down the line.
Well, Gabanik, you saw her eyes. She was scanning the court, found an opening, and wham.
And so here is Dana Douglas. Has been a middle hitter for this program. Came up through the JV ranks. Has a lot of experience. Through the block is Megan Kuhl for Geneva.
Well, Jamie, I like the substitution that Chardon's doing right now. Bring your players off the floor. Let them.
Gabanik, and she's long.
Let the players get some liquids in them, rehydrate, get those electrolytes in, because it's going to be a long, long day here at the gymnasium.
Maddie Lippert, another senior, checks in for Chardon. She's a defensive specialist. And we will see if she can make some good passes here to get this offense going. There's her first pass. It's to Hunter. Cremines from the back row, and again, it's long. Very good communication by Geneva's back row.
Yeah, we've seen some miscommunications from Chardon. Nice job by Clark to keep that in play.
And not enough by Kim Brumagen, number 3 for Geneva. This is that stage in any given set when you're playing rally scoring, and volleyball is a game of momentum. Coach Bobby McCoy talks a lot about it. It is very close to basketball in that way. Points tend to come after each other. But when one team gets to 21st, you cannot make any mistakes. And Morgan Jennings is on the spot right here. Kuhl goes long. And there's 18.
Now Chardon trying to claw their way back into this game. They're not that far out, but boy, Jamie, you were absolutely right. Once you get to that 20-point mark, you almost feel like you've got a little break in your, you have a little bit of luck on your side.
Here's a chance for Chardon. Lippert through the block. Maddie making an impact off the bench. And now Coach Hazler wants a timeout. It's 20-19. Eagles on top. And with that, we'll pause for a minute, take a sip of water, and be back on GTV. Jennings still serving. Little run here for Chardon. Hunter in the air. There's Jennings. Lippert again. Koynock off balance. Good athleticism though. Oh, and now what was the call? Somebody's in the net.
Well, R1 and R2 are trying to figure it out. Each of them thinks it's the other team.
It goes against Chardon.
Boy, a big break for the Eagles.
Where's R3? He's in the corner. 21-19. Lippert in the air. Jennings to Koynock.
Took a little something off of it.
Cremines. Jennings again. Not a good set to Lippert, but she gets it down the line. with a left hand. And she will take a seat. Jessica Zabigan will come back. Zabigan is one of 3 captains on this team, along with Douglas and Koinok. Big serve here. Zabigan is a lefty.
Boy, a chance to tie, and instead, Eagles take a 2-point lead.
22-20, Geneva on top. This is big. Angeline Seams will serve. Koinok through the block. That's a big point. Who will it be?
Koinok has come in and made some big plays.
Yeah, one of those captains, as we just mentioned. Now here's Jackie Hunter. So much experience her junior year. This is her junior year. So much experience her sophomore year, even freshman year. The block. Miscommunication. So the Hilltoppers, Matt, trying to reclaim the lead.
Douglas and Volkin, nice job at the net to get that point.
It is crunch time. Blocked!
Again!
That's a roof. Hannah Volk, who came on, was here on the near side, 23 for Chardon. Just long. Now it's 23-22. Remember, you do have to win by 2.
Well, this next point is huge.
Kim Brumagen serving. Cremines. Jennings. And Cremines puts it into the corner. Set the other way. The attack. It's a big one. That was Carrie Getz. And Coach McCoy is going to take a timeout. Well, you see there, talking to his Hilltoppers. And Matt, make no mistake about it, we talked to Coach McCoy before the match, and I said, well, who looks good in the pack? And he said, Chardon. I said, who do you think might win the pack? He said, Chardon. It's that kind of year for him and his Hilltoppers.
Now, they are going to leave it all out there, Jamie. This is a must-win game for them.
It is a very, very big opening test.
To be the best, you have to beat the best.
Brumagen to Cremines. Here's Jennings. Douglas!
Wow! Dana Douglas in attack mode went right at Brumagen.
Coming off the bench is Natalie Bukovac, the junior. She's going to serve. Remember, Natalie's mother, Diane, is the junior varsity coach. You got to figure Diane's been with the program 7 years. Natalie is only a junior, so she has grown up on a volleyball court. Big serve here. Big point for the Eagles. It's 25-24, and so set point here. They'll try to take the first set, and it'll be Rachel Harrington to serve. Hunter, Bukovac, Douglas, and it's going to be an illegal hit anyway. Miller Schaaf was confused. When you see Douglas leave her feet, you think, uh-oh, here comes the thunder. But that time she showed a little finesse.
Well, and you saw the Eagles take a step back, and all of a sudden, Douglas eased up, and that was enough hesitation right there.
25-25. Cremines into the net.
Boy, it's back and forth, Jamie. Neither team able to get the separation they need for that 2-point victory. But the Eagles will have another crack at it.
Emily Corlew. Hunter, great pass to Bukovac. And there's Douglas. Was it tipped? Yes, it was. Or it was in. one or the other. Coach Hazler not quite that happy. I thought it was out of bounds. Nevertheless, tied at 26. Douglas serving. Oh, and she eats up the libero, but Geneva recovers and goes out. Chardon is 1 point away from taking this first set. Look at the Chardon crazies,
They're going
Matt.
crazy, and this is not over yet. The crazies coming out in force tonight, or this afternoon.
All quiet in the gym. And look at that. Chardon trailed for most of the first set, but they showed some very, very important toughness. And some players like Lippert and Bukovic came off the bench to play big. But hey, Matt, wow, that's only the first set. We've got a lot more to go. So these two teams will switch sides.
Jim, if you thought that was exciting, you wait for the next couple of other sets.
Boy, it's already hot in here, only getting hotter as the intensity picks up. We'll be back with set number 2 on GTV. Well, don't forget, Friday night, Chardon Hilltopper football comes back to Memorial Field as the Hilltoppers host the Wolverines, and there he is, Mitch Hewitt, the head football coach. There's his young son, Colton.
A lot of expectations here at Chardon. Volleyball, of course, the football team.
It's a big one, Matt.
It could be a big fall here for the Hilltoppers. But
last year, the Premier Athletic Conference, as we've mentioned before.
Everybody wants to take that final trophy home with them.
This will be the last one. This league is going to become the Western Reserve Conference, at least for the Hilltoppers, and things are only going to get tougher. Kenston's coming in, Mayfield's coming in, Brush is coming in. As Coach Hewitt said to us a few weeks back, Matt, Chardon is essentially going to be the smallest school in the new Western Reserve Conference.
Hands down, but they're playing teams that they have beat, and they've beaten in the past.
You're absolutely right. Now, Geneva, not invited into the new conference. They were,
let's say, wooed to the Great Lakes Conference.
Yeah, maybe they were invited. There was Lakeside, another fellow Ashtabula school, was not invited, but Geneva would have been even smaller than Chardon, and so made the choice to move to what will either be the Great Lakes Conference or the Great Lakes Athletic Conference. Still are working on a name for that. They'll be in the big school division of that 16-team conference. First point here, the second set, goes to the Hilltoppers.
And when you look at that big school conference, it's going to be Chagrin Falls, West Geauga, Wycliffe, Perry. I know I'm missing a few others, but Orange will be in a lot of those schools from this current CVC
Beechwood.
Chagrin. Beechwood, yeah.
And so staying in, Natalie Bukovic. Nice job there by number 9. That's Miller Schaaf. Cross court gets the first point here of the second set for the Eagles. Now this is a big one for Geneva. That's why that first set win's so important. If Chardon takes the second one, boy, would it be an uphill climb.
If you're the Eagles right now, you have to come out with even more intensity and focus than you had in that first set, because you cannot let this one slip away.
Harrington serving. Goes long. Great job by Cremines on that end line. Didn't even think about it.
Nope, she just backed away and gives her team the point.
You take any set at the varsity level, Matt, and those tweener balls there on the end line, and there are 5 or 6 of them in any match, per match. The team that can leave those go really does themselves a lot of favors. Bukovic to Douglas. She just pushes it, and then there's a lift or a carry call. against Miller's Schaaf, who was caught off guard. Cremeen serving. Chardon ahead 4-2. Lippert to Bukovic. Back to Lippert. Down the line.
Jamie, we've seen Chardon adjust. A lot of pounding on the insides, but they've made some good decisions on when to go outside and down the lines. And when they've done that, they've had a lot of success.
Maddie Lippert has been a force off the bench in limited duty. Cool cross court. Lippert passes to Bukovic, and there's Kalis, very strong, but Harrington puts it in the air. Bukovic, Kalis. Not a great set. Oh, and they're going to say Geneva touched it last, and it went out of bounds. I don't think that was going to get over the net.
I agree with you. Hey, Chardon will take what they can get.
Absolutely. 6-2. Cremeen's down the end line. Into the net.
Well, and Chardon with a big run now, Jamie. Up by 5. And it may not seem like a lot, but when you're facing a talented team like the Hilltoppers, you start to give them a lead of 5, 6, 7, 8 points. It's hard to get those points back.
Light serve. Blocked by Kalis and Douglas at the net. Here's Cool. And she can't get it over. Geneva's not playing well. They need to get this stopped. 8-2, Hilltoppers on top.
And the Eagles call the timeout.
That's a big one. And with that, Matt, let's stay here because it's a quick one. Let's let everyone know that we're going to have Chardon football for you all season long via live audio, a service we started a couple of years back, and I know you'll be there almost every week. I'll be there most weeks as well. And so if you can't get out to an away game, or if maybe the weather's just a little too dicey for you to come to a home game here in a few weeks, you can stay at home and listen live on GTV.
Absolutely, you can, and we're going to take care of all your football cravings with all of our Hilltopper coverage. And actually going to be doing something really interesting this year. Craig Dees and myself will be calling the game. I believe it's at Willoughby South. And we're going to do it through WINT Radio, formerly WELW in Willoughby.
A lot of different things we'll have, and of course we'll still also have the Notre Dame Lake Catholic game for you. That'll be video replay. Cardinal Berkshire Week 10 battle for the Kinsman Cup, and there will be a number of games for Chardon as well on replay, including Week 1.
And that Kinsman Cup game, Cardinal on paper has a very good team and a lot of positives right now about Berkshire.
Yeah, it should be fun. Berkshire's eager. Cool down the line. There was nothing Chardon could do there. Great set play out of the timeout.
No, Cremeen just kind of looked at the line and held up her hands. It's like, it was too good of a hit.
Yeah, that was. Sometimes the kill is just too strong. And so now 3 points for Geneva. And the serve comes to Emily Corlew.
Good use of a timeout for the Eagles.
Hunter in the air to Bukovic. And Lippert tries to the corner. She's too long.
Well, Coach McQuaid, you look at him right there, fired up and barking out instructions, getting his team focused.
Lippert's pass to Bukovic. Back set. Kalis, she's blocked, but she stays with it. Geneva's turn. Not on the same page were Corlew, the setter, and Cool, the hitter. And so the point goes to Chardon, and Douglas will serve. Strong out. Boy, very close.
Off by just about a foot.
Lexi Hassett coming in for Geneva. First time we've seen her, number 11. She's going to come in to serve. Having a seat is Getz. Kameen's pass, not a good one. Bukovic keeps it alive and stays out of the net.
Oh, that is what good teams do, Jamie.
Kameen's from the back row. Too much.
The Hilltoppers just coming on a little too strong right now. Trying to just power it through, but they need to look at placement.
That's long. Rally ends at 3. 10 points for the Hilltoppers.
Well, that might be the break the Hilltoppers needed here, Jamie.
Hannah Volk, Molly Clark back for Chardon.
Chardon allowed Geneva to get back into this game. Let's see right now if Molly Clark can extend the lead.
Great block at the net, but another good finish by Emily Kuhl. And now she'll serve. Megan Kuhl, I'm sorry, not Emily. Off the net, Hunter stays with it. Oh, I don't think that one got over, but it's out anyway. Very close. Zabigan comes back. There is our R2, Marty Rudin. He and Pam Smerdell have now, they are officiating their second straight contest. They got to get a little warm as well down there.
They've been working on water provided by the good folks here at Chardon.
Attack down the line is out. Boy, that was close. And they're going to say someone from the Hilltoppers was in the net. So opportunity lost.
The little things like that, Jamie, that you can't do.
Yeah, Geneva getting closer now. It's 11-8.
You know, Rudin at the scorers table trying to explain things right now.
There you see and now what's happening? That one of the Chardon staff members has been instructed to go into the locker room, and we will see what she comes out with. Back to the action, though. Serving as seams.
Yeah, I think it's more settling the crazies down.
There's a point by Koynock. And you're exactly right. The crazies are asked to get off the floor. Hey, there's Mike Connick, the starting safety for the Hilltopper football team. See Cooper Snyder of the basketball team, Karin Starr, all stars of GTV. Kameen's down the line, out of bounds. That's the home court advantage, right, Matt? The Chardon Crazies.
Absolutely it is, and that can be sometimes the great unequalizer. They get loud and they get crazy, folks.
Another great job by Zabigan and Hunter saying, let it go, we'll take the free point. And that's 13 for Chardon.
I was looking at their Twitter account the other day, and it just speaks so well of really what the Chardon Crazies are.
You can follow them by following
It hit.
Chardon Crazies.
Boy, that was awfully close.
Out of bounds. 13-10. Harrington is serving. Cremeen's pass is not there. That's an unforced error. Gives Geneva 11. This second set, much more important to Geneva than it is Chardon. But the Hilltoppers are still on top. And again, it's long. Another nice job by that back row.
Well, the communication is there, Jamie, telling their teammates, get out of the way.
Lippert comes back. Cremeen's will serve. Some of the Geneva parents have gone to taking their shoes off. It's so hot up here.
Well, hopefully that's all they're taking off.
Looks like a refugee camp.
Well, when you add in all of our bags and luggage and whatnot that we have to carry up here, all of our equipment, yeah.
It's now 14-12. Every face flush here at Chardon High School Gymnasium. Bukovic to Douglas, and a great job by Corlew to stay with it for Geneva.
And there's the big block.
Yeah, the presence was there, and that makes it 15-12. Here's Douglas. Cool, nice job.
Now Hilltoppers gave way too much room in the back middle of the court there.
Lexi Hassett will serve for Geneva. We have gone back and forth. Hilltoppers are up 1-0. Hunter wants to play that one. Bukovic to Kalis. And that's out.
You can just hear the Chardon bench yelling out when they think it's headed out.
Hannah Volk is back. Volk, probably the only student at Chardon without a vowel in her last name. VLK. Love it.
Yeah, vowels are overrated.
Clark serving. She's got one. Cool's got a couple, and she's played very well. Oh! And Gabanik is stuffed at the net. And so Sarah Junker comes back. Junker is a big force in the middle. She's got to be close to 6 foot. She'll be playing in the net for Geneva. And it's out. Megan Cool just gave up a costly point. As well as she's played, that's surprising.
Now the Hilltoppers, Jamie, at this stage, with a 3-point lead, will gladly start to trade points. The closer that they can get to that magical 25 while keeping that 3-point difference, they will gladly take it.
The Hilltoppers, as we will see at some point, have won one PAC championship since the conference was started. And that was in 2005. Now there's an error by Chardon. Here is Angeline Seams, number 28. And it's a timeout for Coach Bobby McCoy. There you see Coach Anna Hazler talking with her girls. There you see Seams fanning herself. It is hot. Right now, Chardon with a 17-15 lead. We'll pause and be back on GTV. There's Coach McCoy. He's a high school business and computer teacher at Geneva. And so serving now again is Seams. Jump serve. Hunter. Volk. Hunter into the corner. Junker puts it in the air. Now here's Cool with an attack. Zabigan to the setter Clark. Volk again. Good volleyball. That's long. Lexi Haraga hits it out. Chardon with 18. You know, Matt, we did this game last year, and to tell you how close Coach McCoy is to Geneva, I actually said in the air, look at that.
Oh.
19-15. I actually made that blunder on air. I said that Coach Hazler was Coach McCoy's sister.
Not the case.
McCoy's sister used to be the head coach at Lakeside, is not any longer, but that was, I was thinking, I don't think Junker left her feet on that roof. But wait a minute.
She was into the net.
Wow.
That is huge.
That is 20 points now for Chardon. 5-point lead here in the second set. That's the largest they've had in this one. Nice job to keep it alive by Geneva. Clark, Douglas, through Junker.
Well, right now the Eagles just seem a little bit deflated after that net call. And Chardon 4 points away, Jamie, from earning a crucial 2-0 lead.
Hunter. Great serve. Ace. Timeout, Geneva. It may be too little in this second set. Chardon on top now by 7, their largest lead when we come back. Back here, and we've talked a lot about Coach McCoy here today. There is his wife and mother. His wife to the left, mother to the right. I'm sorry, I don't have first names for either, but he said they would be here tonight, and they are liking what they see right now from the Hilltoppers.
Well, great to seeing them come out to support not only their husband and son, respectively, but also the girls here. For Chardon, the Hilltoppers, Jamie, just continue now to inch closer to what seems an inevitable second set victory.
23-16. And it's Natalie Bukovac, the junior. There's that high serve. Junker, great placement to keep Geneva going. That is senior leadership. Still, the Eagles cannot make a mistake. There it is. 24 points for Chardon. They are 1 away to taking the 2-set lead.
Boy, for Chardon, Jamie, to take a 2-0 lead will just be huge. Hard to...
Cool is blocked, but it's out of bounds.
Not a lot of teams have that ability to overcome 2-0. But right now, the Eagles, they need to go on a run.
Has to be perfect. They need 5, 6 straight. Douglas won't let that happen. We're not worthy, says Jackie Hunter, and it is a 2-0 lead here at home. 25-18 the final in that one. Wow, Matt.
Well, that might have been The dagger right there, Jamie. The
Well,
changing of the guard, if you will.
it could be. There is still more volleyball left, though. Geneva is going to have to take 3 straight, which means they're going to need 65 points before this is done. We will see if the Hilltoppers can close it out, though, when we come back. Back at Chardon High School. And there is a reason to cheer as the Hilltoppers up 2-0 against the defending champion Geneva Eagles. Jamie Ward, Matt Jaworski with you. Third set starts now. And Geneva gets the first point.
Now, Dana Douglas, an uncharacteristic mistake, but you know what? She can easily not worry about that because she has made some huge, huge hits in this game.
Zabigan somehow keeps that alive, and Morgan Trofe has checked into the game.
What athleticism by Zabigan to get that, to make the dig. My goodness. I'm speechless after that play.
Morgan with a huge kill, and she comes out. Bukovac is in to serve. Boy, if Trofe doesn't come back in, she can say she was perfect tonight. But we may see her. She's also a senior. Hunter, athleticism, yes.
My, oh my.
Cummings, flat-footed, nice job, cool in the air. Seams, Hunter again. That is why you wear the red shirt, because you are the defensive specialist, and right now, Hunter doing a great job. Two to one, Eagles, they're serving.
You know, Jamie, I think for these longer points, these longer rallies, as this match continues on, it's going to start to favor the Hilltoppers.
Zabigan in the air, there's Hunter. Nice job by Bukovac. Nice job by Kuhl, but Bukovac was there. Here's Hunter from the back row. Chardon. Oh, and Bukovac. First time we've seen that tonight. And a nice job by Seams to find the hole.
Eagles were prepared for it.
Sarah Junker serving. That one ate up Zabigan. Hunter stays with it though, and here we go. Cremines out of bounds.
A little miscommunication. Teammates talking to each other and saying, I thought you had it, I thought you had it, but
Chardon needed that.
now and this is the senior you want serving, Jamie.
She has become a huge part of this team. We can see that early on. Geneva makes a couple substitutions, and coming in to serve is Emily Corlew.
Geneva has not been subbing as much as Chardon does, so you think maybe fatigue could start to play a factor in this one.
Cummings in the air. Bukovac, Douglas. There's a kill. Jessica Koynok checks back in. Douglas with a great serve. Geneva, will they keep it alive? They do. Kalis, Bukovac. Timing is off.
Not much Koynok could do.
Back comes Jackie Hunter to play the back row. That's long.
You know, it's interesting. Hunter almost down in a three-point football stance before the serve is actually hit.
Morgan Trofe is going to come back in for Chardon, as is Morgan Jennings. Jennings played a lot of setter last year, shared some of the responsibility. She's setting again this year with Bukovac. Ace! Six to 5, Geneva on top. Cool, there was nobody there.
Well, the thing for Chardon, Jamie, is you have some room for error right now. Whereas if you're the Eagles, you cannot make a mistake.
Long run for Jennings. She gets there though. Cremines pushes it to the back. Cremines saves it, but the pass cannot find a target. Now the Eagles with an 8-5 lead. Gabanik, the sophomore, to Jennings. Koynak, yes.
Laser precision to find the open spot on the floor.
Substitution. Jessica Zabigan, the captain, comes back. Joined on the floor by Koynak, Trofe, Cremines in the front, and Hunter and Jennings in the back. Junker is blocked. Cremines, she's blocked. Koynak. Trofe, just long.
Well, Geneva looking good so far.
Down the line and out. Or was it in? It's out. Well, that tells you that it may have been in, since McCoy had rolled the ball. Now, it was close. Chardon will certainly take it. They have 7 points. They trail by 2. Junker is long.
Well, Chardon perhaps having weathered that Eagles storm early. They would love to make a run of their own here, Jamie, and start to separate themselves from the Eagles.
There is an ace serve by Hunter. Ties the game at 9. Hilltoppers trying to take the lead. Junker goes out of bounds.
Well, for the first time in this set, they have the lead, 10-9.
You think about this too, Matt. Obviously, the win here tonight would be important, but a 3-0 sweep, that sends a message to every PAC team out there. And you can imagine there's a scout here from Riverside, South, North, Madison.
Jamie, a 3-0 sweep tonight would mean one thing. The hunter becomes the hunted.
10-10. Cremines in the air. Jennings back set. Trofe into the net.
However, the Hilltoppers have a lot of work left to do before we can start talking really about a sweep.
But no more work than Geneva.
Now Geneva has a lot more work to come back from 2 down.
Hunter. Now here's the Eagles. That's down the line. Nice job. McCoy now showing some frustration. We'll get a couple of substitutes.
You kind of had the feeling he wants to call a timeout, but yet doesn't.
Well, it's a sign of weakness, but sometimes you got to let it go. Douglas is long. 13-10, and Matt, you were reading the coach's mind. He's decided to take one. Hilltoppers down 13-10, and with that, we'll pause as well here on GTV. Back here, there are the Chardon Crazies. They mean a lot when you're playing here at home. And Mike Connick, a football player, has got the Swiffer out. Forget the sweep. Chardon wants the Swiffer.
More effective. That's how you do things here in Chardon.
Point to Chardon. They have 11. Bukovic. She uses finesse usually, and she does so again.
Such a change of pace on her serve compared to some of the other girls on this team. It can really throw the defense off.
Cremines, nice job. Tough set, nice dink. Charging in there was number 4, Lexi Haraga. Gives Geneva the 14-11 lead. Junker serves. In the air by Hunter to Bukovic. Cremines from the back row. Junker, not a good pass, but they keep it in play, and it's out of bounds. Great job by Hunter, knowing where she was. Gabanik and Lippert back for Chardon. Maddie Lippert, who is known as Madison on the roster, which is her full name. We've always called her Maddie here on GTV. That is an ace down the line.
Woo-wee. Wow. She just looked at it.
A well-deserved smile from Madison. She's trying to tie this one. And Geneva's developed a little crazy section behind us. Oh, look at that. Don't celebrate too early. Chardon defensive, and now it's through the line. Well, what appears to be some Geneva students, maybe some football players, right to the left of us.
Those farm sounds earlier were actually them, not the Geauga County Fair.
Making some noise, trying to compete with the Crazies. 15-13, Geneva on top. Here's Gabanik. She's blocked, but it's out of bounds.
Something I don't know if I'd want to do, Jamie, taking on the Crazies.
They have been tame this far in engaging. Maybe that's because they can't hear the Geneva students. Douglas, ace, nice job. And we're tied at 15.
Now, this is where if you're a good team, about 10 points away, you want to start to really make your push.
Cool through the block.
Jamie on the serve. We saw Douglas earlier in this set. He's far too long in her serves, but this time around, shortened it up, able to hit inside that back line. Nice adjustment.
Lippert. Gabanik got up and goes out. So now it's 17-15. Long run for the setter, Koinok. And there was an eagle in the net. Hannah Volk is back. Morgan Jennings will return to play setter. And she will serve. Ooh. Wow. Crazies. Point to Geneva on the cross court. Unforced error, that's costly at this stage. The captain, Zabigan, will return for Chardon.
You hate to give it right back if you're the Eagles, but for Chardon, down by one, 18-17, Jamie, you need to capitalize here. You need to, a little mini run, at least get yourself a 2-point lead.
Hilltoppers again leading the match, 2-0. Lippert, Jennings, Volk, yes!
Volk went right side, and it was a good decision.
Dave Jevnikar has entered the house. That's a good sign for the Hilltoppers. Zabigan. Back row, cool, out! Boy, that had a lot on it, and it took a lot of discipline to let that go.
Now, this may be the opening the Hilltoppers need for a sweep.
Timeout, Geneva. Eagles, timeout. We'll pause, all smiles. Chardon has something to finish when we come back. Back here, it goes back to Zabigan. Chardon Crazies asking for the sweep. Out. That was close. Boy, was that close. Ties it at 19. (19-19). Angeline Seams, number 28, serving for Geneva. Cremines. Jennings, nice job to stay out of the net. Back set down the line. That had some authority. There's really not a connection, Matt, but Chardon JV team did win that first set dominantly, and Geneva came back and took the next two. So Geneva has proven already once tonight that they can come back when behind. They now lead 21-19. Hunter in the air. Here's Clark. Koinok.
Couldn't handle it.
Timeout, Coach Bobby McCoy. And with that, we'll pause as well. You're watching Chardon Volleyball on GTV. So McCoy trying to stop this momentum. Zabigan, tough pass, Clark. And there is Cremines, and she goes long.
Jamie, way too much on it. You get the feeling now that Geneva did just enough in this set, although they still have to score 2 more points.
Hunter in the air, Clark, back set, Volk. Good defense though. Rotation just not there for Chardon right now. (24-19). Lippert over the block. No problem at all though for Geneva. There it is. 25-19 is the final. And with a roar, Geneva is back in this one, Matt. Now the pressure swings back to Chardon. They could finish off the fourth one.
It absolutely does, Jamie, and you do not want to let this go 5, because if you do, anything can happen in set number 5.
The final, 25-19. We'll switch sides and come back. We'll see how the Hilltoppers will do on the right side of your screen when we return. Well, there it is. 2005, Chardon won the Premier Athletic Conference. It is a season that they expect big things this year, and they lead Geneva 2-1 as we head to set number 4. Matt Jaworski, what do you have for us?
Well, Jamie, just a reminder that starting in September 2014, every student and teacher in grades 3 through 12 will be provided with a Chromebook by the Chardon Local School District. Students in grades 3 through 5 will have access to their Chromebooks during the school day, while the students in 6 through 12 will have access to their Chromebooks 24/7 and can use the devices at home. Just another way that your Chardon Local School District is pushing the envelope on technology and education.
Well, you saw the long huddle there by Chardon. And they have 3 captains on the floor, Matt. This is the first time I've seen this tonight. Douglas, Koynock, and Zabigan all were on the floor at the same time. Koynock will come off for the libero, but perhaps it means something, some symbolism for them all to start this 4th set.
Well, this is must win right now for the Hilltoppers.
Bukovac. Geneva not with a good start, but they do recover, and Hunter finds a hole. And that first point, albeit 1 point, just brought the Chardon Crazies to their feet.
Well, even the girls celebrating, Jamie, like they didn't expect that to go in or to go down for the point.
All smiles from Bukovac.
Almost too easy.
She wears number 22 in right now as setter. Junker over the block. Bukovac keeps it alive. Cremines. Boy, that looked like a broken play, and yet the Hilltoppers hammer it home. Bobby McCoy smiling. And it's a good start for the Hilltoppers.
This is exactly what his team needs to do, Jamie. You come out and you take it to the Eagles right away.
Just out very close. And so now we can all take a deep breath, and Sarah Junker will serve. First team to 25, rally scoring. Long. Nice job there. Good kill. That was number 9. Matt Miller-Schaaf. 3-2. Hilltoppers on top. Corlew comes in to serve. Kalis. Out of bounds, but it was touched.
Jamie, you have to give the Eagles credit. They are not going away. They have continued to keep the pressure on Chardon.
Miss hit. Lead back to the Toppers. We were talking about Twitter earlier. There's so many ways that you can follow Chardon if you do use Twitter at home. You've got Topper Nation, that's the athletics site. Topper V-Ball is this particular team's Twitter handle. Topper FB is the football team. Good effort, but that ball was pinballing around.
Now they just couldn't get the angle.
Topper Track XC, if you want to follow the cross-country team this fall. I mean, Chardon really does a great job, Matt, of keeping parents up to date using social media.
Absolutely, and it's something where, and even if you're just a regular fan, you can follow your teams, know what's going on, and just kind of get a feel for the team's personality too.
5-4, playing that one is Lippert. It was close to going out. Maddie's blocked. Cremines, Lippert. Nice job, Bukovic, right where she needed to be. Kalis tried to fool the defense. Bukovic again. Kalis set, Lippert through the block. 5-5.
A big, big play by Lippert.
Just like the junior varsity match, this one has gone back and forth. All now, what is 6 sets of volleyball. This is the 7th between these two schools. Anna Hazler, the head coach of Geneva for the past 14 seasons, the defending PAC champions, and then Bobby McCoy, who learned how to coach from Coach Hazler in his 7th year with Chardon, 6th as head coach. And the level of play, Matt, you can't say enough about it. I've had a chance to see some of our other local schools early on. And this is just the very top of high school volleyball.
We said this throughout the broadcast. A lot of expectations here at Chardon, Jamie. And the reason is because they are a very good program.
Clark's serve is long. And it'll keep going through the double doors and out into the hallway. It's probably cooler out there. Wouldn't be surprised if Harrington hangs out a bit. She's back, hands it off to her teammate, Megan Cool. Clark sets, Coinot. Nice job, but it's kept alive. And Kim Brumagen finds the hole for Geneva.
Now the reigning conference champions continue to show that they have something to say about where this final PAC crown is going to go.
Timeout, Coach McCoy, and so we'll pause as well. 7-5, Geneva on top in the 4th set, but they still trail 2-1. Back here, Jamie Ward, Matt Jaworski. Megan Cool has the volleyball.
Ready for basketball already.
We are just beginning. Lippert in the air, not a good pass. Clark, though, digs it out, and Lippert gets it through. Chardon has not strung together many points. Now, part of the reason for that, Matt, is that Geneva has been playing a lot better and has not been making mistakes like the one we just saw there.
And the mistakes have been very far and few for the Eagles. But for Chardon, Jamie, part of it's just handling the Eagles' runs right now.
Zabigan into the net.
Now, you hate to do that if you're the Toppers. You just give a point right back.
Seams comes in, and she'll serve. Zabigan in the air. Clark set. Cremines very strong. That's the type of play we saw out of her in the 1st set on the outside.
It's exactly what the Hilltoppers need.
The junior, Jackie Hunter. Junker down the line, but Zabigan's there. Clark, Cremines again, nice job. Cool from the back, Hunter in the air. Volk. And here we go. Block, but out of bounds. Nine to 7. Geneva on top.
Well, the Eagles continue to attack at the net, trying to force the Chardon Hilltoppers into mistakes.
Quickly off the bench, Bukovic and Katie Kalis.
Substitutions continue for the Hilltoppers, Jamie.
A kill by Miller Shea. That was an easy one off of the net. Now 11-7, largest lead here in the fourth for Geneva.
Now, this fourth set has turned out to be a chess match, and right now, the Toppers are in trouble.
Chardon not playing well at all. There's a block. They have not blocked very well today either. It's now 12-7.
Now, if you're Chardon, how do you calm yourself down and regain your focus? It's tough when you become unnerved.
And Chardon catches a break as an Eagle was in the net. Boy, did they need that point. They trail by 4. Bukovic is serving. Cool going backwards, passes at the seams. Nice job by Geneva. Oh, Junker. And another point for Chardon. Again, now Junker in the net. Back-to-back points that could have gone to Geneva go to the Hilltoppers.
Now, Junker looks at her coach and says, my bad, and she knew it. You just can't give those points away to Chardon.
It was an easy kill. It's now 12-9. What will Chardon do with these beneficial plays? Bukovic set, Kalis, cross court.
You do that, Jamie.
And now Coach Hazler is going to take a timeout. And so now we have a game of cat and mouse between two good friends, a former Menor and a JV. McCoy used to be within the JV program at Geneva, and so now the coaching kind of becomes important.
It absolutely does, and it's all about strategy from here on out. Can you strategically put in the right players to do what they're supposed to do?
At this point, the coach has to understand which of his players are fatigued, which may need a rest, and also use their timeouts to control the momentum swings. It's going to be interesting. 12-10.
Jamie, I'm going to take another step. Who can handle the pressure right now?
Right. That was Lexi Haraga with a thunderous kill on the far side. What was that?
I think she stepped over the line.
Wow. You don't see that very often. It's another mistake, though. Geneva's now made 3 mistakes on the last 4 rallies.
Now, Hilltoppers, unfortunately, just give it right back.
(14-11). Emily Corlew in to serve. Out of bounds.
Jamie, it just feels like no team really wants to take over this set right now, that they're still just struggling to really find their ways.
So much emotion. And these teams feel it. Big hit again. Bukovic in self-defense gets it up. Block? No. It was in the net. Koynak was not blocked. It was in the net, so that was the fourth hit. And so again, it's a 3-point Geneva lead. Koynak! No, that one hit the ground. Nice job by Jessica.
Well, can the Hilltoppers capitalize on that point? They've had issues doing that throughout the last, boy, maybe 4 or 5 times they've had to serve.
Morgan Jennings is back. Hunter in perfect position. Jennings to Lippert. Lippert! "14 points for the Hilltoppers. Knuckleball. Hunter. Nothing that Chardon could do. Out of place. Megan Kuhl for Geneva, who's got the volleyball right now, has not come off the floor tonight. She's one of the few players.
I wonder how much gas is left in the tank.
Lippert's pass is a tough one. Miscommunication.
Boy, that hurts. At this late stage, Jamie, you cannot be making those mistakes, especially not a team like Chardon. Great placement on the serve.
That was called by Hazler. Timeout, Chardon. 18-14. The defending champs will not go quietly. They are hanging on. We'll be back on GTV. Well, there you see Coach Hazler. Point for the Hilltoppers. That was a big one.
Now Chardon trailing by 4. They have to at least tie this game here, Jamie. You can't. Well, you have to take advantage.
Jessica Zabigan, senior captain. Jennings in the air. Volk set. Cremines. Geneva recovers. Cool back. And that is going to fall.
Every time you think, okay, maybe this is it, the Hilltoppers can get it turned, the Eagles come out and just make a fantastic play.
Koynak. Geneva does a nice job there. There's a big kill. But as we said, Chardon now has to string a few points together. 19-16. Out of bounds. That's a killer. 4-point Geneva lead. They are trying to force this to a 5th set. Douglas is long.
Unable to adjust that low set.
Substitutions for the Hilltoppers. Kalis, Bukovic back. Coach McCoy getting into a normal rhythm now with his substitutes. Here in this 4th set, this is whom he feels is the A team. Bukovic serving. Into the net is a Hilltopper. Maybe trying too hard. 22-17. Geneva very close to sending this to a 5th. That Douglas set is not working anymore. Bukovic. Cremines out.
The Hilltoppers, Jamie, look nothing like the team we saw in sets 1 and 2.
No, not at all. 23-17. They're playing very defensive. In is the call. No! The one line judge said in, but the one with the better view says out. Very close. Set point. Well, that'll do it. The momentum has swung all the way back. And so now, for Coach Bobby McCoy and his 9 senior girls, Matt, they were dominant. Well, we shouldn't say dominant, but they had the momentum. They won 28-26. Then they were dominant 25-18. They have since lost 25-19 and 25-17. This one will be to 15.
They appeared in control of this one, and yet something happened. They completely became unnerved, became unrattled. And it's not what you expect from a team in a conference hunt.
Well, 3 minutes are on the clock. Let's go down to the coin toss here. Zabigan is to your right, and to the left is Carrie Getz. Chardon is going to come to the left side. Geneva is going to make their way to the right. And we are going to have a best of 15 now. Outside right now, we are actually in a lightning delay out on the soccer field. All across Geauga County, a thunderstorm is hitting. And you can feel it actually, I think, cooling down a little bit here in the gymnasium, Matt, or maybe I'm just about to pass out.
It could be a case of both.
Nevertheless, there you see the Hilltoppers. What was once a 2-0 lead is now 2-2. And you know, when you're trying to win the pack, it don't come easy. And all of these girls, these 9 girls, Matt, will look back on this final set tonight, win or lose at season's end, and know that this was the match that probably defined their season.
Well, Jamie, I'm going to even back it up a step further. If Chardon, I think this match might have very well been determined in the 3rd game. With the unrattling of the Hilltoppers, that's where it started. They have not been able to get back on track. And boy, if Geneva comes out and wins this one, they'll look back to that 3rd set and say, that was it. That was what changed us and maybe that changed the season.
something to consider. It's been mentioned, but this is a best of 15 because it's the 5th set. So now your momentum even more important. That first point even more important. The first team to 5 is that much more important, and the first team to 10 may just punch their ticket. So this is now fast and furious. These girls are hot. They are sweating. They have used up a lot of energy to get to this point. We can't stress enough how hot it is in this gymnasium.
It's still very sauna-like. It is just almost like a steam house. And Jamie, really, the attitude right now is you have to start counting your way down from 15 after every point.
The Hilltoppers in the black uniforms are on the left. Geneva is on the right.
Well, you look at Geneva, Jamie. Those uniform tops that they're wearing were a light gray when we began play today, but they have perspired so much, it's a dark gray borderlining on charcoal or black.
You're absolutely right. Well, it's going to be the junior Natalie Bukovic. The coach's daughter will start things off. And the first break goes to the Eagles.
Well, Chardon collapsed everyone inside. And when you do that, you open up that back line, and that's what happened, a bad bounce. And the Eagles capitalized.
Kalis into the net.
And Jamie, this, you talk about championship winning teams. The good teams take care of business here in set number 5.
Cummings. Douglas! It's been a while since we've seen that.
That is what Chardon has needed the last 2 sets.
Cummings serving. Three to 1. Douglas is blocked. They keep it over.
What an athletic play by Douglas, reaching around and somehow finding the strength to get that ball over the net.
She had been blocked, but she keeps it alive. Now the Crazies have found themselves a 5-gallon bucket and a wooden stake. They've created a drum, and the line judge has said no more of that. Douglas finds the libero. Blocked. Poor passing. You know, Matt, the fact is, Chardon has not played well enough to win this tonight. I mean, just out and out. At this point, they're trying to steal one. Kalis is blocked. Of course, that would be just fine.
Well, they played a very good first and second set, Jamie. But these last 2 have been anything but Chardon-like. And they need to turn it around and dial it up a notch to close this game out.
Morgan Jennings will return. Long run. Geneva didn't plan that one very well. Cummings' pass is good. Jennings to Lippert into the net.
Seen way too much of that from Chardon, Jamie. Having an opportunity and sending it right into the net.
It's now 5-3. Lippert's pass is a good one, but the set isn't. Point to Chardon. Coach Hazler is incredulous.
Are they saying it was a lift? I'm trying.
Lift on Geneva. There is no replay. It's funny to say it in today's day and age. Anytime you turn on the TV, you're waiting for one. Not here. It's 5-4, Geneva on top. Zabigan has not served all that well today.
Well, Brian's good, but he's not that good to give him a replay right away.
Yeah, you can have one at home. And it won't matter in the score. Out of bounds, we're tied at 5.
Well, now it's the first one to score the next 10.
Junker. Perfectly placed.
That little bit of finesse was just what the doctor ordered for the Eagles.
Strange play at the net, out of bounds. Overly ambitious was Geneva, trying to catch the Hilltoppers out of a rotation. It's now 6-6. And now Chardon's winning. Hunter, Jennings, Cremines, it was tipped. They keep it alive. Wow. Wow. If you're watching at home, we're going to let you enjoy most of the end of this. There isn't much more to say as we approach the 2-hour mark of this varsity contest. More Chardon substitutions.
Jamie, these girls, they have to start playing more attack style volleyball right now. Too defensive still.
Brumagen is serving. Good pass by Zabigan. Bukovic tried it again. Second time, neither worked. Down the line.
And that's been one of the big differences in this second half of the match has been the Eagles' ability to use the whole court, spread it out.
Douglas in a strange position. Zabigan puts it into the corner. Hunter, nice job. Cremines gets it through. Eight points for Chardon. They trail by 1. What a play. What a play out of bounds. Great effort, but out of bounds. Junker serve to Hunter. Bukovic. Kalis is long. And a timeout by the Hilltoppers. They trail 11 to 8 man. We've had a lot of timeouts. Chardon has had their backs against the wall for some time now. What could Coach McCoy be saying here?
I have absolutely no idea. All I know is this, Jamie, if they have any expectations to be the conference champions, you have to put these Eagles away. You have to come back from a 3-point deficit and win this now.
Whatever Coach McCoy said, they're still smiling out on the floor. And they were all smiling when they broke the huddle. Maybe that's what they need. They've been playing under a lot of pressure for some time now. Junker to serve. Zabigan. Douglas is blocked easily by Cool. And it's a net. Never mind. That's a huge reversal.
Wow. You have to be aware of where you're at. All point in times.
Wow. I was watching Jackie Hunter point at the net, and I didn't think the official was with her. He was. 11-9, Cremeen serving. Blocked!
Well, Chardon showing some fight.
Cremeen keeps it alive. Hunter. And it hits the rafter. It's now 12-10.
Well, this is an imperative point for the Hilltoppers to win.
Douglas. And now she's going to serve. Give me the ball, she says. The senior. Can she carry this team?
Well, Jamie, Toppers need one to tie.
Not a good pass. But it finds the hole. A timeout, Chardon. And we will take a break. It is 13-11. The Hilltoppers are going to need direct Geneva serve when we come out. Lippert. Maddie Lippert through the block. One more chance. One more chance for the Hilltoppers.
Well, Jamie, I'm going to ask the question, how bad do they want it?
It'll be Morgan Jennings. Remember, there are 9 seniors on this team. The experience is there. The expectations are there. Morgan Jennings is ready. Hunter. Match point for Geneva.
Well, the reigning conference champions have come back.
It's over. Trailing 2-0. Geneva slowly, surely won the next 3. I'm surprised that the Hilltoppers were unable to show a little bit more down this stretch.
Well, Jamie, the only consoling fact right now for Chardon, it's early in the year. They have time to right the wrongs that we saw tonight.
Geneva was the better team tonight, and so your final is 3-0. You couldn't have asked for more exciting volleyball, and it was a great way to start our GTV season. Thanks to Brian Foster on the camera, our producer Dave Jevnikar, and thanks at home for watching. For my partner Matt Jaworski, I'm Jamie Ward. Plenty more to come this fall, so stay with us on GTV.